at qualitycarcarestatesville.com or call 704-871-2535.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:06. Happy FriYAY to you. You made it, even with the double snow day this week.
I know. Everybody's back at school. We're back on regular schedules today, I think.
I believe so. I think today
just
is a
cold.
normal day.
It's cold. We don't cancel school for cold.
No, a little
Not yet.
chilliness. We didn't cancel school for snow yesterday, really. Even
I know.
It came down.
Kind of wild.
But by the afternoon, it was gone.
It was sunny by the time I got home yesterday. Sun was out. I mean, it's still chilly, but yeah, most of the snow was gone this morning, it looked like, too.
I don't think Charlotte got a lick of anything, pretty much. I think it's just bare bones out there. But
Yeah,
you know what?
tough for them.
I didn't look up. I meant to. When was the last time it snowed 2 days in a row here?
That I think that's probably a record that we broke, at least a long-term record, because I personally don't remember any days as a kid or as an adult ever having 2 consecutive days of snow. No, we've had like snow and then maybe a break and then maybe a week later another storm comes through, but I don't ever remember having 2 days in a row.
I'll accept the technicals, too. If a snow bled over from an 11:59 into a 12 or a 12:01.
Now that's possible.
I'll
You'll
go with it,
accept
though.
that?
I'll even
Okay,
accept
you'll
that,
take
though,
that.
because
All
I
right.
just don't recall that scenario happening in a long time.
We'll look it up. We'll look it up.
We'll find it somewhere. It's got to be. Maybe in a farmer's almanac. That might be the way to do it. Speaking of, got a new potential sport here.
Okay.
And this one's going to be for the LKN Olympics. And we've been putting together the roster. We've been putting together the event schedule. And this one's going to be a little bit
As
unique.
soon as this guy strikes the little ball, it shoots off like a bullet and reaches incredibly high speeds. This is called farmer's golf, a traditional Swiss sport where a player hits a noose fixed at the end of a special railway with a 3-meter-long flexible stick. This stick propels the disc to speeds of 186 miles per hour. But that's not all. On the opposing team, defenders must intercept the disc using a shindle. The team that manages to hit the ball the farthest wins. As soon as this guy strikes the little ball, it shoots off like a bullet and reaches incredibly high speeds. This is called farmer's golf,
This
a
looks
traditional
incredibly
Swiss sport where a
dangerous,
player hits
especially when you're trying to catch it. Whoever has to catch it on the other end in a net.
So that's where it really got enticing for me. And I'll be clear on this. Last night or yesterday at some point, the first time I'd ever seen this sport in the history of all my eyeballs.
I've never heard of it.
And when they have to throw these paddles in the outfield to try to stop whatever the spherical device is that's flying through the air at, did they say 150 miles per hour? That's fast.
Yeah, super fast.
I don't know why this one just feels right for the LKN Olympics.
It does feel. Oh, okay. I couldn't see as well, but now I just pulled up on my own computer. So they're throwing the net up in the air.
Yes.
To catch
Trying
it.
to intercept.
Just trying to like slow it down.
I guess.
Because I was thinking they were like catching it like a lacrosse ball in the net and break their wrist as it comes towards you. But that, yeah, I don't know. That might be fun.
Still don't know what the ball is made of itself. I'm gonna guess wood. It looks almost wooden,
I don't know.
but I could be
Man,
wrong. Maybe
that's
like
wild.
a mix of Quidditch going on.
It does feel like a little Quidditchy. Yeah. Anyway,
So again, never
we'll
played
add
it,
it to
but it felt right.
call the 500 Club, see if they want to put one of these in.
Just add the extra.
Yeah, you guys want to add this in? This is like fun.
It's basically like shooting the AR during the golf tournament. You ever done that where they have the AR-15? There's somebody.
Oh,
that,
yes,
you know,
yes.
And then you can shoot your golf ball at the
Yeah.
AR-15. Same concept.
Same concept. All right. Well, we'll add it to the list.
Maybe golf is one of the things you're doing. Maybe you're just looking for something to do this week and get out of the house because it's been so cold. I don't know if it's going to be chilly or not this weekend. I don't really know the answer to that.
I don't know.
But a place you can always go and hang out, which is fantastic, is Burkdale.
Yes, you
Burkdale
can.
Village in Huntersville. Plenty of green space in there. Parking's always a conversation, but that's okay.
That's always a
There's an
conversation.
event going on where they're actually being involved with the nonprofit scene too, I think, in collecting items. And so we're going to chat with Maureen and see what's going on over there. Been a while since we saw Maureen.
It has
Smith.
been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute since she's been here, so it'll be good to have her back in the studio.
Looking forward to chat with her. Batman might be here today. I'm not sure about that. If you're into racing, this weekend is the Atlanta race, and we're coming off the Daytona, and William Byron won. He's second-time winner.
Yeah, back-to-back winners. And I think broke a record as the youngest back-to-back winner as well. Yeah. So, yeah, great job.
He's a Charlotte native.
He is.
He's going to be joining Joe Berg today on the scoreboard, which is from 11 to noon today. And so William Byron's going to be on the show toward the end of the show. So if you want to catch it 11:45-ish, come back and download the WSIC News app. That's the easiest way to stay connected because you're coming and going. You're doing a lot in the day. And we just want to help keep you informed. You got 35 hours of content every single week that we do here at WSIC. And you can keep it all in the palm of your hand with the WSIC News app available on iOS and Google Play. You could have just watched Farmers Golf right there on the video live stream if you wanted to.
Definitely could have, yeah. And all the other wild and wacky videos that we show every single day on Good Morning LKN.
This one's wild, not necessarily wacky, and I don't think it's that far out of the realm, but a new potential airline option. You know, if you're not into flipping over, going upside down on airplanes, well, you probably would still have the feeling of going upside down if the plane was see-through. And if literally it was made of, what do they call that? When you can just see right through it? Clear?
Transparent?
Transparent walls inside of your airplane.
Defenders must intercept the disc using a shindle. The
That's
team that
old one.
manages...
You got both playing right now. You got that's Farmers Golf. This is just audio. This is just music right here on the old airplane there. Clear. Could you handle this?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. This feels weird because, like, what's the difference for me looking out the window? But you could see everything all the way around.
I'm saying you look down. You're like, oh, God.
I think it's the down. Because when I do, I usually prefer an aisle over a window seat just so I don't have to crawl over people to get up if I have to go to the bathroom.
Bing. Welcome aboard, passengers. Everyone's got a window seat today.
Right. I don't know. Could you handle that? Would you just sit completely
There's
straight?
no bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you can't go to the bathroom.
Oh, wow. My thing is I don't like to read while moving in vehicles that move. This doesn't help for that at all, too.
The motion sickness?
Yeah, this is definitely... I mean,
would you be able to tell? Because that's the other thing. When you're in an airplane, you can't really tell how fast you're going. I wonder if you could see all the way around you, if you could really tell that you're going 500 miles an hour.
I bet with clear walls, you could tell.
You think so?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Then probably not. I don't think I would like this.
And then you get like somebody...
I feel like if we go over like 45 on Ckezepis, I start getting a little,
On Ckezepis?
It's too fast.
Yeah.
When's the last time you went 45 on Ckezepis?
I said when I can. It gets scary.
I don't believe this video, by the way, at all, because it's as if the plane is not moving. But if you were moving, well, how fast do planes go?
Like 500 miles
500 miles per
hour.
You'd be noticing that if you were in a clear box.
Right. I know. Last time I flew, it has little stats on the screen in front of you, and I was like, we're going 500 miles an hour? What? That doesn't sound like it should be right.
It's really a testament to flight attendants because they just have to remain calm in these crazy scenarios. You talk about like fear. They probably just shoot it up, you know what I mean, beforehand just to get that dose.
I think they're just so used to it.
If the plane was clear, all right, everybody remain calm.
Yeah.
Calm! 500 miles an hour in a clear box! So that's how that would probably go for me. Terrible idea. I don't think we should do it at all.
You don't want to do that one?
I don't know why you brought that up, man. Celsius is buying another brand.
No.
1.8 billion is the price tag on it. We'll share that information about
Celsius, they're doing all right.
You're going to have to meet the newest member of our robotics team, Helix. He's here today as well. So
Wait, he's here? Because if he's here, I got to go.
The Broccoli family also, they sold some rights to a pretty popular movie. You may have heard of them, the Broccoli family. Is that any relation? Is that
to
like
the vegetable?
Did they make?
Did they name the vegetable?
Did they make the vegetable?
I don't know. We'll find out.
The very first broccoli. What do we do? We'll eat it from the stem side first.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50. Saturday afternoon into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. At the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Listen, save, enjoy.
The WSIC app, available now in your app store.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, February 20th is a fundraiser for Soul to Soul's Connection at Rio 150 in Mooresville. Eat out on Thursday with Rio's Mexican food menu, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to veteran and first responder mental health problems. Your participation will help stop the stigma. Eat out at Rio 150 Mexican restaurant in Mooresville on Thursday and help raise funds for veteran and first responder mental health programs. Join the Statesville Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, February 20th for a night of celebration and recognition with the annual Sage Awards for Statesville area growth and excellence. The event honors individuals and organizations that have made significant impacts on the community. The Sage Awards begin at 6 p.m. Thursday at the Statesville Civic Center. Visit statesvillechamber.org for your tickets. Saturday night, Fortune 5 returns to the 500 Club in Statesville. Fortune 5 won the Battle of the Bands in 2024 and now bring their infectious energy to Statesville. Check out the Fortune 5 concert at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the 500 Club. Extreme Experience was founded with the goal of making the world's finest exotic cars accessible and to drive new Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches on the world-class racetracks. Extreme Experience provides the safest and most educational approach to drivers and passengers who wish to experience the thrill of the world's most exclusive cars. Book your Extreme Experience now at 866-273-7727 or visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, okay. 7:18. Happy FriYAY to you. You know, everybody was kind of on the streets when they surprisingly shouldn't have been on the streets yesterday because of all the snow. But you got to do what you got to do. Let's see how everybody's acting today. ICATS.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. There's no accidents to report. 77 north and southbound from Statesville to Charlotte looked pretty good this morning. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues. And the road conditions are pretty dry, so everything looks pretty good today.
It all melted by the afternoon. Did you catch a chance to make a snowball or anything yesterday, Jeff?
I was telling Bill that I had a snow day, and there was just enough snow at my house. I live north of Interstate 40, where I could take my granddaughter out with a sled. So I was pulling her around in the yard and over at the neighbor's yard. So we had a good snow day yesterday, and then we made homemade pizza. She liked putting the Canadian bacon and pepperonis on the pizza, so. We had a good snow day.
Speaking of putting the bacon on the Canadians, did we win last night? I made it through regulation. I didn't make it through all the overtimes.
I didn't see it, but I did see that we lost in overtime.
Ouch.
That's tough.
Tough day. All
Well,
right.
Jeff, it's good to hear from you again, and that sounds like a very fun snow day. Next time it snows, I'm coming to your house.
Oh, hey, we try and have a lot of fun at our house.
Sounds like it.
But it's good to hear from you guys, and I hope that you have a good morning. I'll talk to you at 8:15.
All right, Jeff, we'll talk to you then. Drive safe, sir.
All right, bye.
ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Fridays to go to Hickory. Don't forget Thursday, Winston-Salem, just $1 from your front door. And I've been telling you on Tuesdays, if you've got appointments at the VA in Salisbury, make them on Tuesday because you can get picked up from your front door in Iredell County for $1, get driven to the VA, and then just $1 from the VA in Salisbury to get driven back to your front door in Iredell County. Here's the deal. You got to schedule it. Ride ICATS.com.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the bird. Bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this FriYAY, February the 21st.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The third, but not the final Friday.
Nope.
Nope.
One more.
One more. Cool. Excellent. Today's word of the day is nugatory. I feel like I've heard this word, but it's been a while, so I'm just bringing it back
Is that
up.
like what's in the Snickers?
No, it's close. It does sound like that. Maybe that's perhaps why it caught my attention. Nugatory. For those following along at home, we're dealing with an adjective here. All right, so an adjective. So what is that? Descriptive?
It is.
Nice. For those following along at home or in the vehicle, N-U-G-A-T-O-R-Y. Nugatory.
Now, this is descriptive. Word of the day. Bill gives us the word. We guess the definition, but we don't guess. Could you describe Merlefest as nugatory? Would you want to?
It would be a lie.
Oh,
okay.
Tell no lies.
Right. It would be a lie. I mean, I could because I can do anything, but I just wouldn't be an honest man.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see then. Do you have any? I don't know how you break down nougat and Tory.
No, I don't know.
Right. Nuggets.
Yeah, nuggets, like chicken nuggets, or nougat, like what's in a Snickers bar, or the opposite of negatory, nugatory. That's
I
all my
like that
guesses.
opposite.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Yep. How about a context clue in the form of a sentence?
Sounds good.
On Good Morning LKN, Justin told Bill that his argument for extending the weekend to 4 days was compelling, but unfortunately nugatory.
Impossible.
Impossible is kind of close, but it is not correct. I need the specific. Nugatory.
Not gonna happen.
Close, but not exactly the definition.
Something that you want to happen, but it appears like it's not.
That's a great job of being specific, because I'm sure there is a word for that, but that it is not nugatory.
Okay.
How about this? Number 2 here. Justin's attempt to justify eating cake for breakfast was met with a nugatory rebuttal from Mamie, who simply pointed at his empty coffee cup labeled "bad decisions." I don't really like that sentence.
I like that coffee cup though.
Yeah. Nugatory. I can tell you the definition right away if you'd like.
You want to take another guess, Justin?
I'm trying to take a guess. Like obvious or simple.
It's something about like not possible, not happening,
like
not gonna
duh,
do it.
bruh. Duh,
Yeah.
bruh.
All right, I like the duh, brah.
Like that?
Yeah.
I think
but
that's the best definition we got.
Yeah, but
yeah, bro.
what's with the third degree, man? Nugatory. The definition of nugatory is of no value or importance.
Okay, no value or
No value or importance.
Right. So nugatory is nugatory.
So Merlefest is not nugatory because it is
That's
very
what I was saying.
valuable and very
Correct.
important. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
I could say it, but I would just be saying things that are not true.
Some say drinking coffee is nugatory, but we know they're all liars.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great
Okay.
sentence. That's a great sentence. Yeah.
Nugatory, no value or importance. Word of the day. We're going to see if we can use it at some point today.
Hopefully you don't have to. Hopefully everything you come across is
Not nugatory.
a nugatory.
A nugatory.
Right? Is that not
Ex nugatory.
I see now
anti?
Anti-nugatory.
I see your connection now of saying that it would be a lie if you described Merlefest as nugatory because it's obviously important. One, it supports community college, Wilkes Community College, and it just supports the Brainicles because it's great music and you can go and hang out there. And it's going to be April 24th through the 27th. The Avett Brothers are the headline. Bonnie Raitt will be there. The Dead South. You got a lot of artists, a wide variety of the lineup: Dear Marabella and the Pig Kickers, East Nash Grass, Flat Top, the Fretliners, the Interactive Theater of Jeff, 1F there on Jeff.
Yeah.
The Local Boys, Presley Barker, Roy Bookbinder, and Fats Kaplan.
Wow.
Fats is good.
There's definitely a wide variety going to be there.
Fats might be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, if not yet, should be because he's going to be playing at Merlefest, though, April 24th through the 27th.
Nugatory Noise would be a good name of a band.
Oh.
Nugatory Noise wouldn't. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. No, yeah, there you go.
Coming to the boatyard all summer.
You don't die before you get in the Hall of Fame, right? You can get in the Hall of Fame.
We went to the North Carolina Music Hall
Right.
of Fame.
You
There were
saw
lots
P.D.
of people.
Pablo.
We saw him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was there.
That's right.
Was not his ghost.
He did not die.
Nugatory statement.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. A lot of those going on today. One that's of importance is that birthday anniversary prize wheel that happens 9 to 11 Monday through Friday on the Home Ad Show, because that's how you can win Merlefest tickets right now is get somebody on the prize wheel. You might have a birthday anniversary. You might know somebody with a birthday anniversary. You get them on the prize wheel. Well, then on Fridays, all the winners through the week who win the birthday anniversary prize wheel, they then get put onto the double down wheel, and then they can get selected to win 2 tickets to Merlefest.
That's right. And Wolfpack Gary called yesterday and said, well, I don't have a birthday in March or April or February. So what do I do? And I said, you know what? You can get a friend, a dog, a neighbor, your mailman. You know somebody with a birthday. You got to. But don't fret. We'll have other ways to win tickets as well.
At some point,
keep listening, keep watching, keep following. We got places for you guys to win tickets.
And you're going to want to be listening probably around 11:45. William Byron, Daytona champion, two time in a row. Daytona.
2 time in a row. I know, that's wild.
Daytona champion going to be joining Joe Berg on the scoreboard today. So
that's the Super Bowl of NASCAR.
That's a big one. You get a ring for that one. Which
500?
Yeah,
that's what they call it.
The Super Bowl of NASCAR.
Yeah,
I don't know why because it's
right.
They start with the biggest one.
Yeah.
Now, what do they do when it's the end of the season? They have another big one?
All I know is I can tell you who won the Daytona 500 the last 2 years, and I cannot tell you where the last race was the last 2 years. I think it was Phoenix, but I couldn't tell you who won.
But we know who won, and he's going to be on the scoreboard with Joe Berg.
Because it's the Super Bowl.
William Byron, he'll be there at 11:45. So download the WSIC News app, available on iOS and Google Play. Take us with you wherever you go. All 35 hours you can take with you. You might be taking Helix around the corner with you. The newest member of our
You said he was here, but he's not really here.
Team.
He's not coming in. Not watching that. Not watching the window.
I wouldn't do that to you
Thank you.
Immediately. Now this one we're going to ride with here for a minute because we have to help our robots learn what to do, and that's really what this video is about from Figure Robot. And I'll talk through a little bit of it. You will start hearing.
Hey, Figures, can you come here?
Oh. Excuse me, robots. Would you mind coming over to this side of the kitchen? Oh my.
Okay, I'd like to try something new.
My bag of groceries.
Even though this is the very first time that you've ever seen these items, I'd like you to use your new Helix AI and try to reason through where you think they belong in the scene.
So
and then work together to put them away.
Where do I put my stuff
away? Does that sound good?
I'm going to go take a walk. You guys handle this while I leave the room. Also, there's a child sitting here on the side. Ignore the baby.
So he's got his groceries out on a table in front of him. Just kind of let these robots say, hey, put these where.
Allegedly, the first time these robots would be putting these away in this kitchen. They've not seen the schematics of your kitchen yet, and they are figuring it out, their own reasoning. Where do particular items potentially go? Yeah, they are thinking. These robots
deducing.
Are thinking.
This fits here.
Did he just hand him cheese?
I think he just put the cheese in the trash.
Expired.
There's cheese.
Expired.
Processed cheese, no good.
No good.
In the trash it goes. You don't need these.
So one just handed the cheese off to the other, by the way. That happened. And one of them has the door open to the fridge and handled the carton of eggs, which if you're trusting a metal robot with your eggs these days, you know you're rich.
As expensive eggs are, I'm going to buy them one at a time.
This looks like a bag of goldfish right here.
Those are delicious cookies.
Okay. They're just going in a basket because they just need to be readily available. Watch the crunch on them, bro.
Yeah, no, those are gone.
All right, we got some work to do.
Yeah.
We're working on it a little bit. Fridge is open, though. You're letting a lot of energy out there.
I know.
A lot of energy.
About this point is when mine starts beeping at me.
Yeah.
Tell me it's open.
Make sure you have your beeps off on the fridges.
That's a tall fridge, too. Who's putting the ketchup on the top? Somebody gonna be upset.
Yeah, that's a class A. You gotta put that down.
Look,
low.
robot, I know you're 8 feet tall, but I am not.
Right.
Sheesh. All right, good job. Are we high-fiving after? What was that? I don't even know what that was. Nah, we don't need the extra bowl in the fridge, dude. Reasoned. Logic.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 through Saturday afternoon. Into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. At the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Are you in constant pain, under constant stress? Just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageandWellness.com, with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
For over 57 years, Nelson Royals has been serving the Lake Norman, Mooresville, Statesville, and surrounding counties. Nelson Royals has work in Western clothing and over 4,000 boots and shoes in stock. Brands like Ariat, Rocky, Justin, Durango, Tony Lama, Red Wing, Thorogood, Skechers, Hey Dude, and many more. Check them out at nelsonroyals.com.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
Hello everyone, this is Joshua Doby, president of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us. Investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
24/7 worldwide, non-stop.
WSIC.
Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Chinese AI sensation DeepSeek plans to release key codes and data to the public starting next week, they say. An unusual step to share more of its core technology than rivals like OpenAI have done. That 20-month-old startup surprised Silicon Valley with the sophistication of its AI models last month. A warning from Walmart executives Thursday about shoppers pulling back on spending amid already heightened economic uncertainty spooked some investors. Shares in America's largest retailer fell by 6.5%, while big banks like JP Morgan Chase saw their shares drop by as much as 4.5% in the case of JP Morgan. Though overnight, Asian and Euro markets boomed after China's Alibaba Group posted very strong gains. That's turned investors' heads. This morning, stock futures has the S&P close to flat, but the Dow and NASDAQ slightly higher, up about 0.1% each. I'm Scott Carr, Bloomberg Radio.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay, at 7:34. Happy FriYAY to you. You know, it's been around for quite some time, Birkdale Village. If you haven't been, you might be new to the area. Birkdale Village has been here for quite some time, but really has taken a beautiful new shape and form as North American Properties originally came in. And is it Jamestown now?
Yeah.
Jamestown. Mm-hmm. And the management has just gone so well there. Maureen Smith joins us from Birkdale Village. Great to see you again.
Great to see y'all.
I feel like it's been last time we were together, I was shoving pie in my mouth from Buttermilk Sky.
I don't know, but it's been a while since you've been here, so I'm glad that you're back with us.
Happy to be back.
You guys have an event coming up this weekend. Now, you do a lot of events throughout the year. We're going to talk about some of them, but you've got one geared toward helping out. And you guys, too, understand the Lake Norman area connected so much to Western North Carolina. So many people here from the area up there, up the mountain, or just know somebody
Mm-hmm.
up there. And we live in such an area where there is the opportunity to help others.
Yeah.
Burkdale Village stepping in too and supporting Western North Carolina. You guys have some stuff going on this weekend. Share what's going on.
Yeah, so we are partnering this weekend on Saturday with Mission Christmas, Rise Disaster, and then obviously Operation Wake Surf locally here. And we are just collecting items, collecting everything. Kate, who runs Mission Christmas, is amazing. Obviously, as per the title of her nonprofit, it started mainly a few years ago as like holiday driven, very community driven. She works a lot with shelters, with schools, and then assisting families during holiday time. But then when the hurricane hit, she completely shifted and really got involved in everything that was going on in Western North Carolina. So I know there's lots of need in every place in the United States and the world right now. And I don't want people to forget that one place is just our own backyard. And they still need just everything. So as much as we can do from 10 to 5 on Saturday, bring everything. Like if you don't want your bedroom furniture, we'll figure out a way. We'll pick it up for you. We'll bring it. Stuffed animals, toys, food, obviously perishable and non-perishable food, housewares, kitchenwares, clothing. I mean, they just need so much. And I kept asking, I was like, okay, well, I mean, like, I need to do a stuffed animal, like, clean out with my kids. She's like, bring them. Like, so, I mean, I just think about, you think about families and kids. Like, if my world ended tomorrow and my son lost his stuffed bunny, like, it would be awful. But like, I would love it if maybe someone could donate something to me or give my son something back like that. So I didn't think of it in that respect. So it's like, anything you have, we'll take, and then we'll donate it and get it up there.
It's hard to just put it in a box what you think one person or one family or one area, because Western North Carolina also is pretty big. I mean, there's multiple communities up there, a vast variety of needs up there, and so this is an opportunity to support if you've got those items that you think you can support with. Now we're looking at the Burkdale Village live cam here, which is pretty sweet.
Yes, this was news to me. I didn't know there was a live
This
cam.
overlooks the
so
plaza,
cool.
and is this where we drop off all of our stuff? Is this right there in the middle?
We'll be out in the plaza. We'll be out there with a big tent. We'll have tables. We'll have our Operation Wake Surf trucks out there. So you won't miss us, I promise.
Okay, so that's this Saturday, 10 to 5.
Yeah,
and so you'll be able to come out here and drop off. How is the plaza? I mean, this is just a phenomenal space.
Yeah.
You guys have
This was a skating rink,
It
right?
was a skating rink
just a
and
minute ago.
Now it's gone. So we're ready to kind of activate and come back and play on our big screen. Let's watch some sports. Let's hang out. The ice rink is so fun for the months that it's there, but it's time to get back to spring.
You could probably do a little bit of skating on that grass right there, a little turf action.
Anytime I'm at Burkdale, there's always kids out there rolling around, having fun. I mean, that's such a fun place to just come and hang out, grab some food, sit on the lawn. I was there when we had one of those, 70-degree Sundays. I came out. I saw people sitting out having a birthday party just in the green space.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
Yeah, it's a fun little space. And I'm happy to have it
Transforming
back.
it to where, I mean, again, thinking back to when we were in high school, this didn't exist
No.
right here, right? Like, and the opportunity to create an actual space for people to come and gather. Would you say it's been successful? Do people actually come hang out here often?
And when North American Properties took over ownership, placemaking was something that was super important. Burkdale was awesome in its own right. It's a beautiful space. It could have stayed the same, or we redeveloped it just to create this area where you could truly just kind of come and gather and hang out. And that's something that is very important to the property, and it's paid off. So.
That's very nice. At the live music also, this is where that goes down typically in Burkdale. Are you going to have a year full of music and joy and celebration too?
My signature events kick off in April, but before that, obviously in March, we're going to have our St. Patrick's Day program, which I'm super excited about for Luck of the Village. It's one of my favorite events to have. We have Connick and Reed Irish dancing coming out. We have Loch Norman pipe bands coming, and then we also have the Hitmen Party Band of Charlotte, which has kind of been our go-to party band for the past couple of years. So I'm really excited about that one. We're also launching Burkdale Commons Market, which we're doing with Shop Local, and she will come in and program the plaza with like 20 to 25 different vendors. So it's going to be kind of this like open air market, anywhere from baked goods to other small clothing boutiques to candles, things like that. So we're looking at about 20 to 25 vendors.
For St. Patrick's Day, Galway Hooker used to be the spot that everybody would go to.
I did go there a few times.
So as far as Burkdale kind of filling that void for having a large enough space for that many people.
I mean, that was my plan. Once we started hosting a St. Patrick's Day event in 2021, we were still under COVID restrictions at that time. So it was like 50 people and ticketed. all that stuff. I don't want to think about it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But I always kind of got a little nervous around St. Patrick's Day because Galway Hooker always was so huge. But obviously now that that restaurant is no longer there, you know, I was kind of hoping to take over that little St. Patrick's Day space a little.
Well, you have that opportunity coming up too. But it starts too with
Yes.
this Saturday
Yes,
again
it
with
does.
supporting. So the supply needs bedding,
Yep.
toiletries, clothing, diapers, trash bags, cleaning supplies, kitchen supplies, canned goods, non-perishable
Mhm.
foods, pet food. You don't even think
I
about
know.
pet
I know.
food.
I know. That's something that
I know.
somebody brought up too, and I was like, I didn't even think about the pets.
I
yeah.
know.
Pet food, you know,
Yeah, they
clean
said
water.
just everything. Clean water. Like I said, if you're getting rid of your bedroom furniture, we'll figure out a way
You'll
to get
take
it up.
anything.
They'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it says everyone who donates can enter to win a $100 Birkdale gift card.
Anyone
Okay.
who donates will have a little QR code. You can enter in your email, and then we'll be happy to choose a winner.
Now y'all got a lot of shops. You say Birkdale gift. Does that mean go anywhere in Birkdale? Is that
we
how
have
that works?
we have a Birkdale gift card you can purchase at Concierge.
Okay, Rob, are you listening? Birkdale gift card is a great gift
That's
for any
another
season.
level. Hold
It's
on
so
a
awesome.
second.
You
It
go
really
anywhere.
is. It really is. You can go. I think there's maybe a couple of stores that don't participate in it, but we're working on getting them. But yeah, it's just like a Birkdale centric gift card that you can purchase at Concierge.
So with
Birkdale bucks are awesome. Sorry,
Yes,
I just
Birkdale
wanna say it.
bucks.
Birkdale
That
I
is a
love
nice
it.
currency. I like that.
I'm stealing that.
with all the new shops, what's got you excited these days with what you guys are doing? Anything cooking that you can share with us?
Yeah,
Or what's
we've got
going on?
North Italia opening next week in the old Fox and Hound space. So it's absolutely beautiful. It was such a fun build out to watch. It's a gorgeous restaurant. It's going to be delicious. So they're opening next week, and then obviously we've got a little bit more down the pipeline. So stay tuned, and I'll be back.
And look, if you come and hang out at Birkdale, check it out. If you
Yes.
haven't been there in a while, see what it's about, see what
do.
it's like. If you're looking for one of those kind of spots where you can go and be, but then there's a lot of just things to do within that kind of walkability. We talk about walkability
Yes.
a lot here as a
A lot.
community. It involves you got to go somewhere, and then you can be able to walk and do all those kinds of
Yeah.
things. And Birkdale's one of those places you can make that happen. And coming together with the community to supporting
course.
Western North Carolina again. Those relief efforts probably aren't going to go away for some significant amount of
Oh,
time.
yeah.
No, I
and-
mean we'll do it as much as we can. I know that I know what it's like to lose everything. So I mean, you really do rely on the support of communities. So please come out early spring cleaning and donate what you can.
Yeah, and literally during this entire time we've been talking, I'm pretty sure the last time you were here was when I was shoving pie in my mouth. And we were sitting here talking about buttermilk sky. I'm almost positive that was the last time. I mean, my gosh, how many pies are they making over there these days? Still,
Quite a
the
few.
line,
Quite a
the line
few.
when it goes
Quite a
around
few.
Thanksgiving. Is Easter would probably be the next holiday?
I
to
guess
be able
so.
to,
Yeah,
Easter,
for
yeah.
Easter. Yeah.
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
line up for it. But the springtime comes out and everyone comes hanging out there. You can hang out at the plaza. This is an open space. Birkdale being just open to the public. For the parking situation, and I imagine you guys will be having people kind of guiding folks through when they're dropping off supplies.
Yeah,
and
we're
that kind
going
of
to be,
stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's really essentially literally just pull up. We'll have couple volunteers out there. We'll pull everything.
So this is going to be organized. This isn't like just like, hey, I'm Maureen, figure something out. Like,
I
it's
mean,
not
like
gonna
usually
be...
that's how I operate. Everyone usually figures it out.
Just one of the many events going on in Birkdale. Are you guys going to have the movies and that kind of stuff for
Yeah.
the kids this summer? Because
That's
just
so
bringing the
fun.
kids out
Yeah.
there just to hang out. and
Yeah,
literally
that's
sit
part of our
outside.
signature series. So we will have a movie night once a month, and then we're also going to maybe try and factor in some maybe like date night movies. We'll see.
Nice.
And you do have the Birkdale Cups. What do we call? Is it a social district
It
there in
is.
Birkdale? Is that what it's
Get
called?
yourself a drink and walk around.
You can do that. You can
Yeah,
hang
it
out
is.
there. Maureen Smith, Birkdale Village, birkdalevillage.com. You can check out the website. It's got all the events going on there. You can learn and see the directory, what's going on there, Birkdale, who are the tenants going on. That concierge service, too. We didn't really talk about that today. We're going to have to
They're
talk about
Valet
that.
parking.
amazing.
Yes.
A lot easier that way. Birkdale Village this Saturday. Support Western North Carolina from
Yes.
10 to 5. Bedding, toiletries, clothing, diapers, trash bags, cleaning supplies, kitchen supplies, canned goods, non-perishable foods, and don't forget about the pet food, too.
That's right.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. For The weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 through Saturday afternoon, into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. From the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, February 20th is a fundraiser for Soul to Soul's Connection at Rio 150 in Mooresville. Eat out on Thursday with Rio's Mexican food menu, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to veteran and first responder mental health problems. Your participation will help stop the stigma. Eat out at Rio 150 Mexican restaurant in Mooresville on Thursday and help raise funds for veteran and first responder mental health programs. Join the Statesville Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, February 20th for a night of celebration and recognition with the annual Sage Awards for Statesville area growth and excellence. The event honors individuals and organizations that have made significant impacts on the community. The Sage Awards begin at 6 p.m. Thursday at the Statesville Civic Center. Visit statesvillechamber.org for your tickets. Saturday night, Fortune 5 returns to the 500 Club in Statesville. Fortune 5 won the Battle of the Bands in 2024 and now bring their infectious energy to Statesville. Check out the Fortune 5 concert at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the 500 Club. Extreme Experience was founded with the goal of making the world's finest exotic cars accessible and to drive new Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches on the world-class racetracks. Extreme Experience provides the safest and most educational approach to drivers and passengers who wish to experience the thrill of the world's most exclusive cars. Book your Extreme Experience now at 866-273-7727 or visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, the Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Flores, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, the Warren Treaty, the Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy FriYAY to you. Thanks again to Maureen Smith of Birkdale Village. BirkdaleVillage.com, that's the website. You can check out all the events going on and all the stuff happening all over the place there at Birkdale. They're not even into the signature event series yet because it's not like sit outside time that much. Although you could have been sitting outside yesterday and sat in the snow for a little bit. 2 days in a row you could have gone outside.
You could have. Now, Maureen said that wasn't real snow, but I'm sorry, Maureen. Love you, but it was because we live here, and that's the most snow we're going to get this season. Fingers crossed. That was a real snow.
You might be planning to watch the race this weekend in Atlanta, and you can listen to it on WSIC. You know, there's a thing that happens there during the race. They have what's called spotters.
Yes,
that are there.
This was a new term. I was not familiar with spotters. I wasn't sure what that was, but that's basically the person that's talking to you while you're racing around in the oval, not the circle, the oval.
Sure.
Or roval, which I've learned that word as well, too.
Yeah, they turn right, too, I think.
They do sometimes. But yeah, there's somebody who like kind of sits near. So NASCAR did a fun little video asking who NASCAR drivers tell what celebrity they'd want as a spotter for the race. And this was right before the Daytona 500 last week.
Be Joe Rogan. Either Tiger Woods or Tom Brady.
I'm going to go with like Morgan Freeman, because I think just him narrating the race would feel like ever calming to the soul. And I would love to hear Morgan Freeman call the big one at Daytona.
That's a really good question. Eminem or Lil Wayne? That way they can rap to me while I'm driving.
Morgan Freeman. That voice for 4 hours would be the coolest thing ever. Might put me to sleep, but it'd be great.
Yeah, I'd go with my buddy Glenn Powell. He knows racing. He's a Texan, and I can understand Texan. He's got enough energy to get the message out.
Oh, I just choose no. Can I choose no?
There's a lot more on the line. I don't need a celebrity up there. I just need to go win.
I'm a big fan of either Brad Pitt or Daniel Craig from James Bond.
Yes.
I think they'd be just really mellow, and I think that's what I need. They can tell me not to jump cars and do stupid stuff.
Shoot, I'm going to go a little different. Christian McCaffrey. We already have a rapport. I know him as a good friend, and I think he'd be down to do some drafting at Daytona. He'd tell me to wreck them all.
Ooh, I don't know. You want to do it?
I'll do it, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, how about Sam Jackson?
Sam Jackson?
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. He'd get it going for him.
For sure.
Yeah, he'd have it dialed in.
Oh, man. Pitbull.
Pitbull?
Yeah.
Pitbull.
If you had to have a celebrity be your spotter for one race, who would you want it to be?
So that's
Joe
yeah.
Rogan.
So that's
Either
that's fun. So who would you pick? Okay, you're racing and
I'm
NASCAR.
driving.
You're driving.
I think I would like to be a spotter, by
But
the way. I
okay,
could
we'll
that.
do the both.
Okay.
So first, you're driving. Who do you want in your ear while you're driving, telling you to go fast? Go faster. Go faster. I don't know what else. Turn left.
I feel like someone like I don't know why this feels right.
Green flag, buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Although Matt McConaughey would be cool to have in the ear.
That would be a good one.
But Russell Brand, for whatever reason, I just feel like his
Okay,
voice would
Gladiator?
be motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
that's Russell Crowe.
Oh, Russell Brand.
Yeah, Russell
Yeah,
Brand.
Russell Brand is a random name.
That
Justin.
is so random. I didn't know you knew who that was. That
Yeah,
is so
I know.
random.
Yeah.
Isn't
Okay.
he controversial too?
Yeah, he's
Well, he
popped up in the
was.
timeline recently. Yeah.
Oh, he's born again Christian now,
Yeah.
and he's like completely changed. Yeah, so there's a little bit of controversy with
But
him
his
right now.
voice, right? Like it's kind of like chicks dig the UK voice, right? That's a thing, like a
Yeah.
stereotype out there. I'm not saying I'm into his voice. I'm just saying it would be like as far as Justin, go faster.
That's a good impression of
You
him.
wanker.
I
right?
like
Or
it.
something like that. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Okay, Bill, who you got who you want in your ear when you're driving in the circles, ovals, rovals?
Dr. Fred. Dr. Fred or Joshua Dobie?
Joshua Dobie is who
Oh,
I'd
if you had
pick.
Dobie in the
Oh
ear?
man,
Right, because Joshua Dobie, I know he wouldn't look at one set of data points. He would be letting me know the big picture. He would be
Dobie
able
would
to see
just-
the race from its full. I'm in the driver's seat. He can see the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get that every Thursday, dollars and cents, 4 to 5 p.m. right here, WSIC. Or if you missed the show yesterday, you can go back on the WSIC app or the YouTube pages or anywhere Facebook and go watch the episode
That's
as
right.
well as listen.
That's right. I would love that. Okay, now we're changing around. Now you're gonna be in somebody's
I'm going
ear.
to be in somebody's ear.
Who are you picking? Who's your
Oh,
driver?
I'm in Denny's ear all day.
Oh, I'm doing Joey
It's-
Logano
it's
because
the
he said
year.
he didn't want anybody in his ear.
Just because. Joe, you didn't want me here,
What you
but I'm
doing?
here.
Hey, what's happening? How you doing?
Just here.
Just checking on you.
Go fast. Go faster.
Looks like you're low on wiper fluid, Joey. What do we do about that?
Or I would just tell stories about, like, all my stories from my mom about the pot. Hey, I got a story for you. And then I'll just tell the story and just keep, I can talk all day. So, yeah, just sit there and talk. How long is that race? What, 4 hours?
They're all about
Ish.
4 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Well,
I got lots of stories.
That would be. I think I would enjoy being the spotter. Yeah, because then you're just calling. But it would be hard to do. They have to probably look through binoculars the whole time, right? Because these tracks are large. They're not. It's not just like, you're just looking at it like a piece of paper. Your head is like having to move around the track.
Yeah, I think they do have binoculars. I think I've seen videos of.
I don't know if I can handle that for that many hours.
You couldn't handle wearing
I
binoculars
don't think you
for
have
4
to
hours.
wear them the whole time. They got a pretty nice seat.
Sorry,
Just
Denny.
a
I'm
good
tired. I
vantage.
put him down, man. You're on your own.
Nah,
right
man,
now.
4 hours. That's one. That's not even a whole week of shows for us. We got it. That'll be quick.
Yeah, but it's the holding the binoculars up. They're gonna need to
Again,
we'll get you a
don't
bit-
have to hold the binoculars up.
You're gonna make an
the whole time.
apparatus.
Bill said he'll hold the binoculars for
You'll
you.
hold it for me?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm gonna need it because my arms are getting tired just thinking about it.
Bill, who are you talking to?
4 hours holding the binoculars?
Who are you spotting for, Bill?
Justin.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Get out
I
there,
really,
boy.
I really meant to say Bill. Like it's who I really, but I didn't want to make it weird. Like
All right, Justin, 499 more laps.
we got it, man. I'd start talking back too. Can I pull over? I gotta pee.
498. Sit tight. I'm going to be right back.
All right. Joey just waved at me. That's what I'd say.
Turn 3. Look, 3 rows up.
Who's
Check
that
that
guy?
out.
Who's that guy pointing at me?
Why is he wearing a coat? Hot.
Where'd the bear go?
It's like Bill spots for you every single day.
Right.
We get him in our ear every day. It's all
I
the
am
fun
the
that we
spotter.
have. You're spotting for us every day, Bill.
Right.
We appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it without you.
Amazon.
No, you could.
No, I
Rest
couldn't.
assured.
I couldn't.
Hey,
I got Helix. Every morning I come in, new threat to my job. All right, Helix, here's a radio station.
Looking
You
at
do
these
what you
pieces of
think.
hardware, analyze this.
What buttons do you think we should push right now?
You just leave it muted.
Hey, we mentioned about dollars and cents yesterday. That's a Joshua Dobie show. He's the president of North Main Financial Group. He's a certified financial planner. He really talks about the financial stuff. There were a couple announcements from some companies I thought were interesting. Amazon overtook Walmart in quarterly revenue. It's the first time since 2012 that Walmart has been taken by somebody else as far as revenue goes. Amazon's Q4 revenue, $187.8 billion. Walmart's 180.6. So Amazon now slanging more than Walmart. And
I can see that.
I can see it
I'm
too.
surprised that hasn't happened before. I'm really surprised that
And now
that's
you-
the first time.
And you can buy Hyundais on Amazon nowadays. Or on Amazon. Yeah.
Them little $12,000 trucks or whatever, those popping up on your time. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you can buy cars. Yeah.
On Amazon, you can buy a car now?
Mm-hmm.
That's what put them over the top.
Supposedly the little trucks are like illegal in the United States, the ones that they're showing on all over the internet. Or like you can get it in a kit and it just arrives.
You
in
get them in a
crate
kit,
or
but they're
something
not
like that.
really street. You can ride them kind of like you would a golf cart. You can ride around your neighborhood, but you can't really take it out on the real roads.
Dang, that's how you know this town's changed. Gas-powered golf carts just everywhere like that, basically. Little utility vehicles everywhere. Kids just jumping from them.
Walmart's trying to get into the online, retailing thing too. But I've tried to order from it, and it was so complicated. Like it was just really.
Remember the story of like Walmart Plus?
Yes.
That we did when they were like,
"We'll put your groceries away inside of your house."
Yeah, that didn't work out.
Yeah, they said they didn't have any of this at the store, but Jeff came through. He was able to find some.
Yeah. I don't think that panned out for him. Maybe that's why they dropped a little bit. All that money they spent training Jeff.
It does cost more.
Yeah.
It does cost more.
Next, they're going to have a AI robot come in and put your groceries away. Yeah.
They're definitely going to be partnering with RoboCar.
That's not Helix, that's Felix.
Felix.
He's a great guy.
Stop putting the cheese in the trash.
It's processed.
Yeah, RFK Jr. programming all these guys just to yell at you whenever you get, whenever I order my next mega pack of Airheads for the office. Yeah.
I wonder, you could probably analyze some way, shape. Again, Joshua Adobe knowing how to do this stuff. I don't know how to do this stuff, but looking at Walmart's revenue, right? Like, was there a particular arm or sector that was down?
It was
right?
Jeff.
Well, I know that Walmart made some corporate cuts.
Oh, they did?
Locally in Charlotte, yeah.
Like that's just people though, right? That's not like
Correct.
Yeah, that's just saving money. That's not actually like selling more.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but until Walmart figures out their online, their online shopping, ordering, like they have where you can order ahead, right? That works just fine. No problems with that. They were trying to compete with Amazon with their platform, but the app is
2-day shipping was what
the 2-day shipping, yes.
Or
yes.
same day pickup, same day shipping. They had
they have the
literally
same day
instant
pickup,
delivery.
where if they have it in the store, Target does that too. But then they had 2-day shipping, but you didn't have to pay. You didn't have to sign up and pay for it. But the app in general is just not easy to navigate. The search feature doesn't work that well.
I know what they have to do.
What's that?
All they have to do is go back to the good old days of these rollback prices. Just the commercial of the smiley face, and he would just go to the price and roll it back.
I'm cheaper.
cheaper. Just roll it back.
You know what they
the
spent all that
smiley
money
face and
on?
roll it back.
They spent all that money on that new logo. Remember they updated their logo? It got wild.
Yeah.
They spent probably a
Buku
year.
bucks, yeah.
A year of sitting in a boardroom talking about the
Those
different.
are 60-hour work weeks.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Any experience is better than Temu though. I will say, as far as between if I'm choosing between
I would
Amazon,
choose
Walmart,
Temu
and
over
Temu,
if I have to buy something. I would choose Temu over the Walmart app.
Wow.
100%.
What? Speaks volumes.
Yeah.
That's how bad the app is.
That's how bad it is.
What?
Yeah.
Get on the app, Justin.
Get on there.
Get on the
there
app.
and you tell me. I'll take the spinny wheel and be able to find what I want.
I have nightmares about the spinning. I want nothing to do with the spinning wheel of Temu.
I wanted to buy like paper towels, and it was an endless scroll to find a Walmart brand paper towel. I mean, that was the experience that I had, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. I'm not doing this anymore."
Everybody wanted the paper towel.
It was like you had to click to page 3 to find the store brand. I'm like, nothing happens on page 3.
Page 2 coming up next, hour 2 of Good Morning
That's right.
Okay, and then the home ad show. Batman will be in, or Patrick, or somebody will be in. Somebody will be in a little bit later too. William Byron, 11:45. Catch the scoreboard today from 11 to noon. Joe Berg going to be chatting with William Byron, 2-time Daytona champion. Easiest way to stay connected: download the WSIC News app. It's available on iOS and Google Play. If you're heading on into the office, have a great day, my kid.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
Got a Toyota? Get it serviced at Quality Car Care of Statesville. Looking for a great pre-owned vehicle? Quality Car Care has you covered at 2040 Old Mountain Road. Visit qualitycarcarestatesville.com.
Israel's prime Prime Minister vows revenge against Hamas. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Who kidnaps a little boy and a baby and murders them? Monsters, that's who.
Benjamin Netanyahu, the day after Hamas released their bodies, among 4 dead hostages handed over. But the remains of the boy's mother, Ckezepis, was not in one of the coffins Hamas handed over, as had been promised. So Netanyahu said in Hebrew,
"We will act resolutely to return Shiri home together with all our hostages, both the living and the dead, and we will ensure that Hamas pays the full price for this cruel and evil violation of the agreement."
As the U.S. pushes to end the war in Ukraine, conflict with our allies who weren't happy when President Trump called Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator, blaming him for Russia's invasion. Monday marks 3 years.
Western officials say the U.S. is also fighting over the statement with other G7 partners that would mark the anniversary of the invasion, with the U.S. pushing to include some language that reflects losses on the Russian side. Some reports also indicated that there was U.S. opposition to calling Russia the aggressor.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich at the White House. After votes all night in the Senate, Republicans approved a $340 billion budget blueprint to boost funding for the military, energy production, and the border. GOP Senator Rand Paul joined Democrats voting no, wanting to spend less.
If we were fiscally conservative, why wouldn't we take the savings from Elon Musk and Doge and move it over here and help with the border?
The House is working on its own budget bill, even bigger. They're celebrating in Canada a win over the U.S. in hockey's Four Nations face-off featuring NHL stars.
It's not an Olympic gold medal or anything like that, but it means the world to our group. As you can see, everybody battled so hard all week.
Connor McDavid on ESPN. He scored the game winner in overtime to beat the Americans 3-2. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who President Trump calls governor, wanting Canada to be our 51st state, posted on X, "You can't take our country, you can't take our game." America's listening to Fox News.
During tax season, your info travels lots of places you can't control.
W-2 arriving from payroll platform 3.
Everything criminals need to steal your identity is on your W-2.
Last call for accountant at home office. 1 minute.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second.
Tax preparation data centers with service to IRS. All aboard.
If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Kash Patel will be sworn in as FBI director the day after Senate Republicans confirmed him, though 2 GOP senators, Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins, joined Democrats voting no. The final tally was 51-49.
Kash Patel was confirmed as the next director of the FBI. Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune said on the Senate floor ahead of the vote, Patel will root out politics in the agency.
I'm encouraged that Mr. Patel has the support of the National Police Association, the National Sheriff's Association, and multiple state attorneys general, all of whom will be his partners in law enforcement.
Democrats, like California Senator Adam Schiff, warned this confirmation will backfire.
Kash Patel is Donald Trump's hand-picked enabler and henchman. The guy who would say yes when everyone else would say no.
Separately, a Senate committee voted to advance Linda McMahon for Education Secretary to a full Senate vote. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A Republican is going to leave the Senate when his term is up. Mitch McConnell announced he will not run for re-election in Kentucky next year.
I assure our colleagues that I will depart with great hope for the endurance of the Senate.
McConnell has been the Senate minority and majority leader. Now, the current Senate minority leader is under scrutiny. The U.S. Attorney in Washington, D.C. has opened an investigation into Chuck Schumer and Congressman Robert Garcia.
The investigation of the Democrats stems from public comments they made. Garcia for saying in an interview about Elon Musk that the American public wants us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. Schumer for complaining about decisions by Justices Gorsuch and Kavanaugh, saying that they will pay the price. Schumer says he meant a political price and was referring to Republicans. Garcia, in an post, says the investigation won't silence him. Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed up for the NASDAQ, but down for the Dow the day after a big Dow sell-off. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight, a frigid night on the way, into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 through Saturday afternoon, into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. In the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN 8:06. Happy FriYAY to you. Want to say congrats to Congressman Tim Moore, who's got a new office in Cornelius, so a satellite office. He is the federal representative for a district that includes this area.
Right.
In the House.
Yes. Congress's House.
Yes.
Is that right?
Congress includes both Senate and House.
Oh, okay.
And he is in the House.
House. Okay.
Yes.
Good to know.
Where, like, for example, Tom Tillis is in the Senate.
Gotcha.
But Congressman Moore having the ribbon cutting yesterday at the town of Cornelius.
Yeah, so town of Cornelius held the ribbon cutting yesterday afternoon. I was able to go and attend it. Tim Moore, also, fun fact, Cleveland County native, so nice little local connection there. But he opened his office there, and so they had the nice little, he spoke for maybe 10, 15 minutes. It was a quick little ceremony, but nice to have, our representative here in town sometimes. So he'll be coming through here. He has other offices. He has one in Cleveland County, one in Rutherford County. I think he said he has one in Raleigh as well, and so but he'll be kind of coming whenever he's in the area.
Well, and really, what it's about is having access, right, to the when there's federal situations or when there's an item you've got dealing with in your life, or there's a resource or there's a program you're part of, and if it's a federal program, well, you go through your representative.
Right.
That's how it actually works. You don't call just the federal government. You have to go through your representative.
And you do have access to these representatives as well,
Absolutely.
Right? And he will have times that you can come by the office and just,
He works for you.
Right. He was voted by the people. He works for the people. But I do have to mention there were some protesters yesterday as well on the front steps of the Cornelius Town Hall. They came in. They were very polite and kind when they came in. During the ribbon cutting and his speech, they chose to walk out while he was speaking. And then I think they did some protesting and some talking outside of the building. But I will say they were very respectful of him.
Was there any particular issue that they were wanting to talk about?
Gerrymandering was really what they were talking about. Yeah, that was kind of what most of the signs that I saw were. Also some, anti-Trump and his connections to Donald Trump as well. So just some people upset about that. But I will say, and I say this all the time, the thing I love about living in this country is that you can do that kind of stuff, right? You can say, hey, I don't agree with this guy. I'm going to let you guys know how I feel. I will also say, though, get involved, I mean, you can. It's great that we can protest, that we can say, but get involved in your local community. So if you're just out there complaining, you're not voting. That's number one. You got to go out and vote, because if you're not voting, you can't complain. I always say.
Fair rule.
Number two, if the person that you wanted to win didn't win, then find other ways to get involved. There's lots of things. There's volunteer boards. There's things within your community. There's lots of offices that you can get appointed to. Volunteer for and things like that. So get involved.
Regardless of the outcome of an election, it's not magic. It takes people to do it. And there's many, many different layers to it. There's a process to everything. Part of the process, for example, for the president is getting secretaries confirmed for the different positions and different agencies. One of those agencies being the FBI. And Kash Patel did get confirmed yesterday for FBI director. I didn't see some massive document dump happen last night by any stretch of JFK, RFK, Epstein, Diddy, any of it. I didn't see any of that. I didn't see any of it either. But the FBI director, Kash Patel, did post on X yesterday, I am honored to be confirmed as the 9th director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Thank you to President Trump and Attorney General Bondi to your unwavering confidence and support. The FBI has a storied legacy from the G-men to safeguarding our nation in the wake of 9/11. The American people deserve an FBI that is transparent, accountable, and committed to justice. The politicalization of our justice system has eroded public trust, but that ends today. My mission as director is clear. Let good cops be good cops and rebuild trust in the FBI. Working alongside the dedicated men and women of the Bureau and our partners, we will rebuild an FBI the American people can be proud of. And to those who seek to harm Americans, consider this your warning. We will hunt you down in every corner of this planet. Mission first, America always. Let's get to work. Pretty clear and decisive, I'd say, as far as the belief and ideology there. And so we'll see how some of the policies start shifting, right? Because once the leader of these agencies get in that President Trump is looking to appoint, that's when we start seeing all the news and all the kind of stuff come down. Obviously, Doge has been front of house for quite some time now, it feels like, even though it's only been 6 weeks or something like that.
I know. The amount of stuff that's happened in the first 6 weeks is kind of astounding. Unprecedented, I might say.
It's only been 1 month.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not been
4
that
weeks.
Long. Yeah.
4 weeks.
And one of the things that popped up this week was Fort Knox. And so actually Elon Musk was at, I think it's CPAC, or some kind of CPAC kind of event or conference, and he was on a stage with another host who's asking him questions and asked him directly about Fort Knox and what's going on.
What's going on with, tell us about Fort Knox.
Yeah.
It's Kentucky. It's a military base. It's a ton of gold, tons and tons and tons of gold.
5,000 tons of gold or something?
5,000 tons of gold are there in the ground and like this. I mean, it's a very secure
I think
thing.
we all want to see it.
I'd love to see it.
Like, this is your gold, by the way. It's the public's gold.
Do you think it's not there?
I don't know. But I think
we just want to see it.
Yeah, we want to go see it and just make sure, like, somebody did spray paint some lead or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is this real gold? Buy it at the bar, you know?
Didn't dent.
But I think, honestly, part of this also is just like, let's have some fun and like I said, all this gold at Fort Knox, it's the public's gold. It's your gold. So, like, I think you have, like, a right to see it.
You want to take a tour?
You know? Yeah. I think we should have do a tour. And then the president last night was like, I think he's in favor of it. That would be cool. And then it should be like a live tour. Like, you can see what's going on, open the door, like, what's behind it.
Well, and there's...
I think I'd watch that.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah.
I mean, what does 5,000 tons of gold look like? How big is that?
So
why does he look like he's about to do Gangnam Style?
I feel like I hear a gold chain moving around.
The look is not it, Elon. I would go back to the old look, but yeah.
He's in his happy place.
Clearly.
Yeah,
he's
very
excited.
much. Very much.
Fort
Get
Knox,
in a candy store.
It is almost like a myth and a mystery of, like, you hear about Fort Knox as a kid, and I've never seen inside of it. I don't know what it looks like. I'm sure you can find some kind of pictures of something on the internet, but to see an update of, and do we really, like, want people knowing that all the golds are like, hey, here's all the gold?
I go back to that all the time. Like, do you really want to know some of these things? Do you really, really, really want to know? Like Pandora's box, once you open it, you can't close it.
Definitely seems
right. But if we put it out there and, if somebody tries something, well, it sounds like that's where it should be. People have known that that's where it should be. It's just a matter of, is it there?
Right.
Yeah, and okay, so from
I think it's all the Merle Fest tickets we're about to give away.
Oh, I thought you thought that was
mistaken for gold.
Yeah.
Because it is as good.
All right.
But it's just a bunch of Merle Fest tickets.
That's right.
Which is as good as gold, so therefore the dollar is fine, everything is fine.
And you don't have to have some secret code to get those. You just need a birthday or an anniversary, or know somebody with a birthday or anniversary. Because if you call in 9 to 11 Monday through Friday, you get your name on the prize wheel for birthdays and anniversaries, whether yours or someone you know's, because you can call and put somebody on there. If they win during the day, then at the end of the week, they get put on the double down wheel and have the opportunity to win tickets to Merlefest.
Somebody today could win 2 times.
Twice?
They could win the birthday prize, and they could win the Merlefest tickets.
And then really they won 4 times because it snowed twice this week.
Right, it did. We're sticking to that.
Week. That might be arguably the greatest birthday ever. It's hard to compete
twice
with
in 1
that.
week if you like snow.
Sure. Yeah. If you hate snow, then
it's not a gift for you.
Also a great birthday week, I guess. Either way, because Merlefest is still there.
That's right.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 through Saturday afternoon, into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. At the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ICATS Public Transit.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, February 20th is a fundraiser for Soul to Soul's Connection at Rio 150 in Mooresville. Eat out on Thursday with Rio's Mexican food menu, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to veteran and first responder mental health problems. Your participation will help stop the stigma. Eat out at Rio 150 Mexican Restaurant in Mooresville on Thursday and help raise funds for veteran and first responder mental health programs. Join the Statesville Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, February 20th for a night of celebration and recognition with the annual Sage Awards for Statesville area growth and excellence. The event honors individuals and organizations that have made significant impacts on the community. The Sage Awards begin at 6 p.m. Thursday at the Statesville Civic Center. Visit statesvillechamber.org for your tickets. Saturday night, Fortune 5 returns to the 500 Club in Statesville. Fortune 5 won the Battle of the Bands in 2024 and now bring their infectious energy to Statesville. Check out the Fortune 5 concert at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the 500 Club. Extreme Experience was founded with the goal of making the world's finest exotic cars accessible and to drive new Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches on the world-class racetracks. Extreme Experience provides the safest and most educational approach to drivers and passengers who wish to experience the thrill of the world's most exclusive cars. Book your Extreme Experience now at 866-273-7727 or visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy FriYAY to you. If you're just hitting the streets, let's see what's going on out there because you got to make it through today. And then that way you can have a weekend. ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. There are some slowdowns. 77 southbound from Langtree across the lake to Catawba Avenue. There's slowdowns there. Also, slowdowns around Samford Road and Gilead Road in Huntersville southbound. And then as you're going into the city of Charlotte around LaSalle Street, 77, stop-and-go traffic there. 77 northbound, about a mile before you get to Gilead Road northbound. There's stop-and-go traffic in that area up through Cornelius. Besides that, everything's looking good. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues.
All right,
so
patient
hope
pants.
everybody has a great weekend.
Yes, sir. Patient pants required today. Everybody drive safe out there. Jeff, we appreciate you, sir. Have a great weekend.
All right, you guys too.
See ya. RideICATS.com. $1 from your front door every Friday to go to Hickory. Don't forget on Thursdays, $1 from your front door in Iredell County to go to Winston-Salem, and $1 every Tuesday to go from your front door in Iredell County to the VA in Salisbury. But you've got to make sure that you book the appointment, RideICATS.com. Hornets lost to the Denver Nuggets last night, unfortunately. I do think Mark Williams played. Or no, he did not. Excuse me. Mark did not play last night. Neither did Melo. Hornets fell to the Nuggets 115 to 129. Miles Bridges, though, with the nice double-double. 36 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 5 3-pointers.
3 pointers, okay.
Yeah.
Does that say 3 p.m.?
Yeah, 3 points made.
3-pointers made.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well done.
3-pointers made.
Good. I would have been like,
That's still
and he went to bed at 3 p.m.
That's a big controversy still, though,
5
right?
points.
Like as far as 3-pointers, like taking too many. But with 36 points, I mean, you got to let the guy shoot, right?
Right.
Yeah, if you're hot, you're hot. Make or miss league.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm loving the Hornets coverage that we're getting.
Did you catch any of the game last night? It was on the FanDuel stuff. I didn't get to see it.
No, I unfortunately am logged out of my Spectrum right now. I gotta redo some password stuff. It's really frustrating. So no,
sorry.
didn't get to see this
Bill,
or
did
the
you
hockey
catch
game.
I was going to say, did you catch any of the hockey game?
Nah.
No, but they lost in overtime. That's a bummer.
They
Yeah,
did.
but I mean, it's kind of like losing to yourself, right? Are they not with us now, Canada?
51st state, at least. And this was before.
So it's a win-win.
Before the
okay.
game, President Trump did put a post out on True Social. I'll be calling our great American hockey team this morning to spur them on towards victory tonight against Canada, which, with far lower taxes and much stronger security, will someday, maybe soon, become our cherished and very important 51st state.
He plays too much.
I will be speaking before the governors tonight in D.C. and will sadly, therefore, be unable to attend. But we'll all be watching, and if Governor Trudeau would like to join us, he would be most welcome.
He said, this guy plays too much.
Good luck to everybody, and have a great game tonight. So exciting. President Donald J. Trump.
Thanks for that.
So that was before the game, but we ended up losing, so that's unfortunate. I didn't see if there was like gloves off, like within the first few
so
seconds.
that's what we were talking about, like how long before the first fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no,
Producer
I don't think it
CJ
was
said,
anything like that, yeah.
Producer CJ said 2 seconds, so we'll have to, whenever he gets in, we'll ask him.
I don't think they ended up.
No, it wasn't like the first
square
go-around,
off.
yeah.
No,
They
they
played
got it out of their system.
A great hockey game.
They did. It was a bout.
Did they boo
for sure.
again when the anthem played?
Probably.
Yeah, likely.
They've been doing that in every sport that plays.
Yeah, when it comes to international.
Toronto Raptor games, like
Yeah.
it's happening all over the place.
Oh, okay.
They're not happy about it.
There's definitely a divide in like some.
They don't
want to
be the first 51st
interested in
state?
some who
They're not
aren't,
excited about that?
I don't think they like the way it's being presented.
Gotcha.
Like as if they have no choice.
Yeah, but guys, we got
Right.
Pringles. Y'all got Pringles? We got Pop-Tarts. We got Airheads, you know? Oh, what y'all got?
Unlimited choices.
Maple syrup. We got that too.
Vermont, they got
That's
it.
what I'm
We
saying.
got it.
We got it too.
I think Rhode Island too is got the maple syrup.
I'm sure
thing,
lots
too.
of other places got syrup. What y'all got?
Some-
Saying.
Decent hockey team.
Decent hockey team. But we beat them once too, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah, so even Stevens. So there you go. We got that too.
Yeah, we got Shia LaBeouf.
Even Stevens.
They got Drake.
Mm.
But we
yeah,
got
but nobody's really interested in Drake right now.
Right. So yeah.
Okay. Different options. One of the options you have, because President Trump does put posts out on his platform, True Social, but you can't get that in Ukraine anymore. The post got deleted. Ukraine had banned True Social, it looked like, yesterday going on, because a lot of conversation there with President Trump calling on elections to happen in Ukraine if they want anything to do with kind of anything. Speaking of elections, something's going on in Florida, okay? Governor DeSantis is, and I looked this up last night, he's been the governor now 2 terms. He can't run again. It's like similar to Governor Cooper, probably one of the reasons why he didn't run again, because he just couldn't. He had already had multiple terms.
Right.
Just the way the law and rules are written from a state perspective. Florida's got something similar where Ron DeSantis is not able to run again because he had 2 consecutive terms. So President Trump posted again on True Social, I'm hearing that highly respected Congressman Byron Donalds is considering running for governor of Florida, a state that I love and won big in 2016, 2020, and 2024. I know Byron well, have seen him tested at the highest and most difficult levels, and he is a total winner. Byron has a great wife, Erica, and 3 beautiful sons. They are very proud of him. As governor, Byron would have a big voice and would work closely with me to advocate our America First agenda. He will fight tirelessly to secure our border, stop migrant crime, strengthen our military, protect our vets, restore our economic power, advance American energy dominance, and defend our always under siege Second Amendment. Byron Donalds would be a truly great and powerful governor for Florida, and should he decide to run, will have my complete and total endorsement. Run, Byron, run. And Byron was quoting that X post and said, President Trump is making America great again. I'm committed to working with him to keep Florida great. Announcement coming soon.
Okay. Sounds like the announcement's already been made, but I guess we got to wait for the official.
Somebody running for governor.
So Trump, when he was running, he did different things to raise money. He did the coin. Didn't he have the coin? He had, what else did he have? He had the Trump bear at one point.
And the Bibles.
He had the Bible.
He's got some belts out now.
Belts?
Yep.
Solid.
I would pay if he would just tweet, Mamie is a total winner.
You're talking about like a cameo.
A total
I need a
complete
cameo.
winner.
I need the video too, though. Not just. I need him saying it. Yeah, I would pay for that.
Yeah. Well, it's coming soon, Mamie. Don't worry.
Yeah. At
Trump,
some point.
I know
they'll-
you're listening, Trump team. That's all I need.
At some point.
I'll pay for that one. I'll pay for the cameo.
Definitely. So the endorsing of a new potential governor of Florida, and Florida's definitely a big player.
Is that
it
this
relates to
year?
The national kind of thing. I think 2026. So it's a next year thing. Kind of elections happen every year.
But
We think about it
local
just
elections
on
this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be big talk. I will say yesterday at the ribbon cutting for Tim Mort that Beth Helfrich was there. Sorry, I got my words confused. Mayor Rusty Knox was there. So different mayors.
I can't wait to tell the mayor you called him Musty.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Mayor Knox. I'm about did it again.
Hey.
So sorry.
Doing Mayor Knox.
Nah, I love you. You're a great guy. I love Davidson too. But yeah, different people from different parties and stuff all coming together to support the one guy that represents us. So I did appreciate that.
Yeah. Tiger Woods was in the White House yesterday. He was getting, I think, another medal or another honor. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly, or I didn't look up exactly what he was there for. But Trump announced the National Garden of American Heroes, as well as, I guess, a project in combination of just celebrating heroes, but then specifically calling out, obviously being part of Black History Month right now, talking about some of the folks that will be in this National Garden of American Heroes.
Under the executive order I signed last month, this new beautiful outdoor statue park. It's going to be a statue park. It's going to be unbelievable. We're picking the final sites now. It's between various states that want it very badly. We'll honor hundreds of our greatest Americans to ever live, including countless Black Americans, icons. The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Coretta Scott King. And I will showcase it will be something very extraordinary. It's going to be we're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art in the form of a statue from men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, what a great athlete that was, Martin Luther King Jr., Muhammad Ali, he was not a bad athlete. What do you think, Muhammad? Not too bad. And the late Kobe Bryant. People love Kobe Bryant. And we're going to save Tiger Woods for another time. That's all that I can. I'm sorry. During Black History Month, we pay tribute to these heroes and to so many others, but not simply because they're Black heroes, but also because they are truly American heroes who inspire all of us, very much so.
So a new garden here with some statues going on. Throwing the Kobe statue right there out in front of the White House. What do you think?
Could be really sweet.
Yeah.
Could be.
I've seen some statues that'll go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen this
We've
before.
seen this before. It doesn't really look like who it's supposed to look like.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need good, decent statues. If not, just don't do the statue.
You would think with 3D printing we would be able to do this.
It should be easy.
Yeah, so are they 3D printing statues now, or are they just still like chiseling them like
Some of them,
Michelangelo?
they definitely have got to be hand chiseled, because if that's 3D printing, we are not as far ahead on the technology as you'd think.
I want to see one of those AI robots make a statue.
That's what we do, rather than like it could be just robots walking around in a garden you can go sit with, and they like tell you stories as if they are them.
I'm not going to that museum.
Oh, wow.
I'm not
Interactive garden.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to that.
interactive.
I'm not going to that garden
That's the next level, where it's just a screen.
where it's like
a movie.
20
There are no
20 robots.
flowers.
Yeah.
You know, do your kids ever
Only
do
concrete.
the when the kids? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not,
Not
doing
interested
that.
in
No.
that one?
Nope.
Grass is unsustainable and a waste of money.
Yeah, all of these executive orders that President Trump is doing, you got to keep in mind that, you know, every single president that comes in next, right, can kind of snap back, and that'll be that's certainly something that's obviously on the radar. Speaker Johnson had some comments about that, and we'll play those next when we come back. Okay, it doesn't have to be necessarily just that one president can do this. Congress can step in and do a couple things that can make arguably some of this last forever, and so that's kind of interesting. Do we want everything to last forever? Probably not, but maybe at the same time some of it should. But who makes that decision?
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 through Saturday afternoon, into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. In the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Harrison's is the home of Work, Western, and WOW! We're the Southeast leader in Carhartt, and nobody has more in-stock work boots. The store is filled with Ariat, Cinch, Wrangler, and more. Get great clothing and footwear for the whole family at Harrison's. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Pizza night just got an upgrade. Stop by Pomodoro's for fresh, authentic Italian eats that hit the spot every time. Dine in or take out, because good food is always a good idea. Check out Pomodoros.com for details.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
At Kane Center for the Arts, we believe art is for everyone. From our exciting performing arts series and gallery exhibits to robust education programs and impactful community initiatives, there's something for everyone. Visit kanearts.org.
Home of the best talk.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Citigroup is ending workplace representation goals and removing requirements to interview job candidates from diverse backgrounds, citing pressure from the Trump administration. A memo to staff from CEO Jane Fraser shows that the bank will no longer have aspirational representation goals except as required by local law. PepsiCo is another company to dial back its diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Major League Baseball and Disney's ESPN have broadcasting ties going back to 1990, but at the end of the 2025 season, they'll part ways. ESPN cited fiscal responsibility in making the decision to split with the league. MLB said the two sides had mutually agreed to end their national TV deal. ESPN was also looking to pay less for the rights. And stocks fell in yesterday's trading following a warning from Walmart. The Dow slid 451 points. The S&P 500 fell 27. The NASDAQ was down 94. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:33. Happy FriYAY to you. You know, if you're going into the weekend, you're probably mapping out what are you going to watch on the telly. That's the television.
Okay.
I've interpreted what they're saying over across the other side of the pond.
On the other.
One of the American sports. Well, I guess technically racing is worldwide.
It
but
is an international sport.
NASCAR is American. Is that fair to say?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay, so this weekend is Atlanta. Everyone all week has been saying, and Joe, you know, as far as sports go, I am tapped in more than most. But should people expect the same style of race at Atlanta that they got at Daytona?
Yes and no. It's still going to be a drafting track where all the cars are packed together really tight like we've seen over the past few years. But the track is 1.5 miles instead of 2.5 miles. So everything happens so much faster, and the top speeds are a little bit lower. So it's going to look the same, but it's a lot more intense. The checkups when drivers are all in a line are a lot more severe because of how quick you have to go into the next corner. So it's going to be very similar, but definitely a different style of drafting.
With Atlanta this weekend, last weekend was Daytona. William Byron joining Joe Berg on the scoreboard at 11:45. So if you want to hear what's going on with the two-time Daytona champion, and you guys have something in common, you said?
Absolutely. We're both Daytona champions. Come on.
How's that?
Well, you know how William Byron got his start in racing?
Yeah.
on iRacing
Oh,
online.
okay.
iRacing,
On the game box.
Yeah, game boxing.
it's actually a PC.
Oh, okay. Computer.
It's something
big
that
game box.
a lot of teams and drivers actually use that service as like a test, like it's a simulator. So they always hold an event right before Daytona. It's a virtual Daytona 500. Oh, well, I won it. So
Oh.
we're both Daytona champions.
You got the ring too?
No.
Oh yeah,
in the
they
mail.
give you a ring for the iRacing.
It's in
That's
the
sweet.
it's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
So Cup Series racing, you can catch it on WSIC all season long. So Sunday, if you're out and about, catch the race. The other season that starts this weekend, Charlotte FC, Saturday night,
Yes.
first game against Seattle. It is a West Coast game, West Coast timing, so 10:30 p.m.
Great time for a game to
Looking
start.
forward to that. How's Charlotte FC looking going into the season?
It's kind of the same as what we expect out of the Panthers, where they're improving every year. They won a playoff game last year. So that's like a step above. Year 1, no playoffs. Year 2, get into the playoffs, lose game 1. Year 3, win a playoff game. Now is time to take the next step again, and that's win some more playoff games, win multiple playoff games, maybe get to the semifinals, maybe make a finals appearance. But that is the goal. As you continue to build a new franchise, you always want to be taking the next step. And I think they're positioned, especially keeping their goaltender, I think they're positioned to make a good run this year.
Some of the stuff I've seen online, and I know it's early on in the season, right? We're talking about first match of the season, but kind of the third seed-ish kind of territory. I don't know how when you get to playoffs in soccer, the number of teams, where you got to be at, because, baseball, there's 7,000 games. Basketball, half the players sit for 20% of the season. It's a whole thing. So how does it work in soccer? How do we know if we're doing good as we're working through the season? Where do we want to be numbers-wise?
So we want to be really top 6 is the safe zone, in my opinion, because I have to double check, but I think it's the top 7 on each that go into the playoffs. If you're 6th, you're in a pretty good spot because you don't have to play that one-game playoff to get into the actual playoff tournament. So you want to be top 6. We were 5th, I believe, last season in the East. Top 3 would be great. That you get a great seed. That just means that when you go into your playoff seeding, you're guaranteed to play somebody who didn't have as good of a regular season as you.
And how many times does MLS take the pitch each season? That's the field.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Not as many as basketball or baseball or anything like that.
They have more games than football, but
They
less
have more
than
games than football,
baseball
less
or-
than baseball. Somewhere in the 30s, I believe,
Okay.
is the actual number.
That's still a decent amount of
it
games.
is.
though.
It
Do they
is.
play twice in the same week sometimes? Like
Every now and then they do. They'll
Okay.
play on like a Wednesday and a Saturday,
Okay.
especially if there's something special going on, like the tournaments that they participate in throughout the year. So yeah, every now and then they do play multiple games in a week.
Since Canada won the hockey game last night, is it the United States becomes part of Canada now, or is it still just kind of?
I guess we're the 11th province now.
Yes, I think is that how that works? Is that what the bet was going into the
I
game?
think it was.
That's that about.
The first match, the first game where USA played Canada in this, what do they call the country? 4 countries.
So it's the 4-nation face-off.
4-nation face-off.
Is this the
Yes.
first? Have they done
First
this before?
ever.
This is the first
So
ever. Okay.
This replaced the All-Star game in the NHL.
Gotcha.
And it drew so much attention. I don't know how you go back.
I am petitioning for this to be for every sport.
I
know
don't know
I
how
know
you
I've
go-
got so much clout in the sports world that everybody's going to listen to me, but I would love that for every sport.
As we go into the 2000s era of sports here, and we're now in 2025, All-Star games have taken a dive.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's watching these All-Star games anymore. People are watching, but the ratings are tanking. This is something that people are actually hooked onto it. They watched it. They were excited about it.
I stayed up late last night.
It's been
I don't know
all
how
over
this-
social media too. I mean,
I
not
don't know
just
how you
people
go back.
watching it, but people, the hype about it, like the first game with Canada and USA, and then all the memes and the social media posts leading up to, the game last night, even though USA lost. It's just, there's so much hype built around it.
Yeah.
And so I would love to see it and stream it live on Netflix.
But hockey has that unique opportunity because of the international presence of hockey,
Right,
and
right.
Canada really being the formidable. I mean, you think about Miracle, the Miracle move, right? Russia's even has a hockey team out there. It's an international placement. Could that happen for basketball at that stage? Because internationally in basketball, I mean,
You can't do a 4-nation face-off in the NBA, but you could do USA versus the world. or North America versus the world, if you want to include Canada. There are plenty of star players around the NBA, not from the United States. But I don't think we're there yet to where we can do a 4-nation face-off.
It's like you basically have to craft the Olympics almost if you really. You can do 4 continents.
You could do that.
You could do that.
I think you just, something like that, because like you said, there's enough players that are from other countries, right? They could represent their country just like you do in the Olympics sometimes.
Because Antarctica you could set aside, so you don't have to worry about it. And no one's from Antarctica that's playing basketball.
Penguins.
Right? That's hockey, though.
And the thing that's different about the Olympic basketball that we saw in the 4-nation face-off is Olympic basketball included non-NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to do this in the NBA, you don't really want to include non-NBA players if you're replacing the NBA All-Star game, because it is a NBA event. NBA players are invited. This NHL tournament, same thing. It was NHL players only. I would like to see Russia out of the timeout that they're in sports and have them be inserted into the tournament next time, because I think they would be a much better team than Finland at this point, even though Finland's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the option that you have in hockey, where there's so many players from around the world in the NHL that you can have a 4-nation face-off.
I don't know if peace talks make it through to 2026 for the Winter Olympics, but I bet you I would put I'm the top signal, so just take this for what it is, and definitely not financial advice. But I bet you see Russia in 2028 come to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I think you end up seeing it.
You think? Well, flag football is in the 2028 Olympics, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that'll be like our kind of first test or taste test of see how that would go.
Oh, it's not going to be a test. We need to dominate.
And
we need to win.
No, I mean, but we'll get to see how that'll work with other countries kind of playing in that, and maybe that's what we can turn. Even if it is like the Pro Bowl, but it's different countries coming in with flag football instead of, I think that'd just be more exciting to watch. You know?
And with the Olympic talk, this 4-nation face-off was really a preview for next year when we get to the Winter Olympics, because for the first time since 2010, NHL players are going to be on the Olympic teams. So it was really like, hey, here's a teaser for what's coming when we go to the Olympics, which I can't wait. Olympic hockey with best on best is the best. It's amazing. And you got a taste of it over the past week and a half.
Well, what's that Miracle on, what was that? Miracle on
34th
Ice?
Street?
No, Miracle on, was it
That's
Miracle
a Christmas
on
movie.
Ice?
No.
It was some
Yeah,
movie.
the Miracle on Ice.
There you go,
The
from
movie
the
is
80s.
Miracle.
Yeah.
It's about the 1980s hockey team that went on to beat the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
That was not best on best. Those were college players. And Russia had a lot of professional players playing, which is why it was such a big thing.
Golf is also going on right now, right? It's February, going into March.
They're always playing.
It comes back quickly. There was, for a while, the conversation with LIV and combining with the PGA, and then you got this whole, like, Tiger Woods, like, they got a TV thing going on or something, or Netflix and simulator stuff going on. What's going on in the world of golf? Is anything going to come together and be, like, kind of unison again, or are we going to see all these silos?
It's going to have to. I mean, LIV is now a competitor to the PGA. They got a TV deal for all of their events to be televised. So now the PGA probably has to step back, take a look at this and say, do we want this competition? Or is there a way to incorporate this into what we do and all be under the same umbrella and help each other out? They're not there yet. There's still a little bit of bad feelings from LIV towards the PGA and from PGA towards LIV.
Sure.
But I think we're eventually going to get to a place where maybe they aren't part of the same thing, but they cooperate a little better to where, okay, let's do this. You do your event this day. We'll do our event the next week. For the bigger events, obviously golf is played every single weekend, but you don't want to overlap major tournaments.
Yeah. Joe Burke, WSIC Sports, he's taking on the conversation day with William Byron at 11:45 to preview what's going on for Atlanta. How's it feel to be two-time Daytona champion? What's it like to be in Lake Norman? What's his favorite thing about Lake Norman? All those kinds of things and much more. What else are you talking about on the show today besides just talking to William Byron at 11:45?
I'm going to talk a little bit more of the 4-nation face-off and just the impact on the sport of hockey that it's going to have, and we'll go over some high school sports as well.
Oh, it's that time. It's going on. So
Basketball playoffs.
Basketball, yeah.
Is Batman up next? Might be. I don't know if he's here today. He might still be out patrolling.
Keep it right here. Justin, Bill, and Mamie will be right back with more Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, dry weather is finally back and is locking in for a while. Now, still cold as we end the work week. High temperatures this afternoon with full sunshine. Only warm into the mid-40s. We'll drop back tonight. A frigid night on the way into the low 20s. But the weekend gradually gets warmer. We're a little closer to 50 for Saturday afternoon. Into the mid-50s Sunday afternoon. We're headed into the 60s next week. That's your forecast. At the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. Thursday, February 20th is a fundraiser for Soul to Soul's Connection at Rio 150 in Mooresville. Eat out on Thursday with Rio's Mexican food menu, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to veteran and first responder mental health problems. Your participation will help stop the stigma. Eat out at Rio 150 Mexican Restaurant in Mooresville on Thursday and help raise funds for veteran and first responder mental health programs. Join the Statesville Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, February 20th for a night of celebration and recognition with the annual SAGE Awards for Statesville area growth and excellence. The event honors individuals and organizations that have made significant impacts on the community. The SAGE Awards begin at 6 p.m. Thursday at the Statesville Civic Center. Visit statesvillechamber.org for your tickets. Saturday night, Fortune 5 returns to the 500 Club in Statesville. Fortune 5 won the Battle of the Bands in 2024 and now bring their infectious energy to Statesville. Check out the Fortune 5 concert at 6 p.m. this Saturday at the 500 Club. Extreme Experience was founded with the goal of making the world's finest exotic cars accessible and to drive new Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches on the world-class racetracks. Extreme Experience provides the safest and most educational approach to drivers and passengers who wish to experience the thrill of the world's most exclusive cars. Book your Extreme Experience now at 866-273-7727 or visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, the Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, the Warren Treaty, the Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay. 8:48. Happy FriYAY. Do you know Batman's not in? Patrick Reynolds is here. Batman's out patrolling the streets.
He's still out there working for us.
Protecting things, keeping things clear, because coming up at 9 o'clock, it gets rowdy. It's the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday from 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Did birthdays win out this week?
Yes.
Completely birthdays.
Yeah, we had 4-0 birthdays.
I did want to ask, have you ever had anybody call in for like an actual birthday? Like,
born on that day.
They were born on that, like...
That's never happened in my experience.
Okay.
Like dad's just out of the delivery room. Hey, my wife just delivered my baby. No, that's never happened. But that would be cool. Let's make that happen, people.
Well, my friend Mindy just had a baby, so it's his 1 week birthday today, so we can add him to the wheel, Grayson.
Also, if you're having a baby, bring us in the room with you. We can provide you the video link, and we can really make it special for you, too, if that's something that you're
That's right. Who doesn't want to listen to the Home Ad Show as they're,
giving
in
birth.
labor?
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like, no, wait, I wouldn't.
No.
Never mind. All right,
never.
Never.
Now, this show maybe, but no, not for Home Ad.
That's what I meant was this show.
Yeah, this show,
that
not
one.
Home Ad.
Come on.
But so for those 4 people that have won the birthday prize pack this week, and then whoever wins today, whether birthday or anniversary, here's the thing. They get put on the double down wheel after the 1045 wheel and get their chance to win Merlefest tickets today.
Yeah. I think Batman may be doing a drive-by at the studio for security on the Merlefest tickets.
Oh.
High value.
You thought the gold in Fort Knox was an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Merlefest tickets here at WSIC. We need confirmation that they exist.
They exist. So
the Dark Knight may be doing some daylight work here
Uh-oh.
in Cornelius.
Okay,
Keep
he's
us
going to
safe.
get off patrol in a little bit and then pop on by.
Yeah, he might. This might just be on the patrol.
Oh,
He'll just
okay.
be part of it.
Glad that he's keeping us
Mama
safe.
and the Ruckus, Jeff Litto Trio, Humbird, Jack Lawrence, the Hootin' Hollers, Fog Holler, Ella Hennessy, Fancy Hagood, Flat Top, Floricia, and The Feeling. Just a few of the many in the lineup for Merlefest, happening April 24th through the 27th, merlefest.org. Remember, too, Merlefest is a fundraising opportunity for Wilkes Community College and the programs that they put on, community college being just such a vital part of the education ecosphere of North Carolina, and Wilkes Community College, grateful to have the partnership with them and help provide tickets to the community. So if you have a birthday anniversary or know somebody with a birthday or anniversary, be sure to call in each day and get their name on the prize wheel, because that's how one of the ways right now you can win tickets. Mames pulled up a video earlier, you being a big NASCAR fan, Patrick, and having a history of NASCAR. If you were a driver and you could have any celebrity, alive or dead,
sure,
be your spotter in a race, who would you want in your ear the entire time?
Oh gosh, a long list of celebrities that I'm a fan of. I'm thinking like, who would I want talking to me? That's the deal.
That's it. 4 hours in your ear. Who
Yeah.
you want? Go faster. Go faster, Patrick. Go faster.
Well, if you're gonna put it like that, probably Jennifer Lopez. You asked. Get your head off the microphone, Justin.
Sorry, I forgot it's the adult hour.
You set yourself up.
All right, let's reverse it then. Let's say that the real drivers are in the car. Not that you're not a real driver, but people actually.
Yeah, past pro driver too.
Okay. And you could be the spotter for any of them. Whose ear do you want to be in for 4 hours?
Currently on the track right now, I'll go in the ear of Chase Elliott. I'm a fan of his. We were talking during the commercial break. He's the only bloodline left on the track now that is connected to the era that I grew up with. You know, there are no Pettys, there are no Jarretts, there are no Earnhardts on track anymore. But Elliott is, Dad Bill Elliott, Hall of Famer. Won everything that NASCAR has to offer: championships, Indianapolis, Daytona, won them all. Helped bring NASCAR to the forefront. So yeah, I'll go with Chase Elliott as a current driver.
Okay. What about? Do you have somebody in the magical, mystical world of any driver in the world you'd want to be in? I mean, I guess Dale. Anybody could say Dale. If you'd want to be in Dale's ear.
I've listened to Dale on the radio back, and he was a little strict with his spotters. He did not want to hear the information that guys have nowadays, where it's almost like radio remote control racing. Dale said, "Hey, look, I got the windshield, I got the mirror. If I can't see it, tell me about it. Other than that, I got it. Just do the stuff that I cannot see. That's all I." He didn't like a lot of chit chat in his ears. And some drivers today, they want that mic cued almost all the time and just constant information.
Dale, we're out of beef jerky up here on top of the
That's what I would just tell stories like, yeah, okay, fine. You don't need any help. I'm just gonna tell you a story real quick.
Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Snowed twice this week. You brought it down from Connecticut, and it disappeared quickly, though. Thankfully, by the afternoon, pretty much all gone.
That's the right kind of snow.
This weekend, how's it looking out and about? Is there anything people should be aware of as far as events? We talked to Maureen earlier with Birkdale Village. They're doing a fundraiser related to Western North Carolina. But anything else going on around the community that people should be aware of?
Quite a bit. There's a whole lot of indoor music going on. Amongst them, and it's too cold for the outdoor stuff still. Yeah, I'm already looking ahead to next week. 60 degrees coming next week.
Next week?
Yes, pushing 70 on like Tuesday,
Nice.
Wednesday. Yeah. The outdoor events are on the horizon, but this weekend inside be like the 500 Club up in Statesville. Last year, Waves Entertainment held a battle of the bands, and the band that won that, Fortune 5, had a round robin. Never heard of them before, but they splashed onto the scene at Fortune 5. This band is playing at the 500 Club in Statesville on Saturday night.
Nice.
And then I recommend Orange Plush, a little closer to Cornelius. They'll be at the Tropicana Saturday night.
They're a great band,
Yeah.
too. If you have not heard them play, they are a great...
Orange Plush?
Yes,
Orange Plush.
They've played at Ben 110. They played at Micaiah's.
Yeah, they've been around.
They're making the rounds, so they're doing really, really good.
Yeah, Tropicana Saturday night, and then Boatyard Eats always has good indoor music.
Oh, they always
so,
have good
it's
entertainment.
chilly. I might crash because I'm laughing.
Now I'm sorry. I'm sorry for complaining.
When
I'm
you
telling stories.
gear up for these events, sometimes you need a pregame. That may involve drinking a Celsius. Are you big on the energy drinks at all?
No.
Okay,
Just
Celsius.
straight coffee,
No.
black coffee.
Black
that's
coffee,
you.
nothing in it.
Celsius can give me the jitters. You can definitely blame Mames for it because didn't you launch Celsius too, like in North Carolina or whatever? Aren't you responsible for this machine and behemoth that is?
Yeah, that's all me. It's all me. Yes, it's my fault.
So
Sorry about
Celsius
that.
announced that it actually is buying another brand. Energy drink maker Celsius is paying $1.8 billion to buy their rival. And I didn't even know that this brand existed.
I'd never heard of it before.
Alanine New. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I have
or
never
not.
heard of that. Can't tell you.
It might be just like the drink manufacturer's name or
Mhm.
something like that, or pharmaceutical company. I don't know what this is in general, because it definitely seems like drugs in a can. But this is what they're doing.
1.8 billion. Wow, and that's a rival. So yeah, just take them over.
Swallowing up the energy.
Buy the
drinks.
competition.
That's what they're doing.
Why not?
WSIC should do that.
Do you know if Celsius is on a car this year in the race?
Yes, they are.
I would imagine
Yes,
they would be for
yeah.
sure.
They have been for a few years. That's actually why I know who or what Celsius is. I'll
Have you
give
ever-
credit to
Have you ever
NASCAR.
drank a Celsius before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
Definitely.
I'm not big on energy drink. I'm going to go back to my previous answer. I'm not big on
I
energy
can't drink
drinks.
an energy drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. About that coffee's about the strongest I can take.
I used to work for a team that was owned by an energy drink.
Oh, yeah.
And we got free cases of said energy drink. I tried to like it for free. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just could not drink it. I tried. You know, warm, room temp, over ice, refrigerate.
I can't do it
couldn't
either.
do it. It
Can
was
you
just-
Can you do energy drink? I've never seen you.
I used to
straight
I before coffee. I was exclusively sugar-free Monsters.
Uh-huh.
They have so much of that stuff. What is it called? Taurine or torrent? What's they got? They got
I don't
some.
know.
They got
It's
a
not
lot
good for you.
Pygmine too, or something like that. So there's all kinds of polypeptides. I don't know butylane. I don't know what's in it. It makes you go fast. The other thing, instead of drinking an energy drink, you might want to have some broccoli. The Broccoli family, they sold the rights to James Bond.
Not to broccoli.
The Broccoli family sold the rights of James Bond to Amazon. So now Amazon, Jeff Bezos, is in control of the next iteration of James Bond.
Now, is it you? Is it you or Joe that's the big James Bond
We both
fan?
are.
You both
we
are.
both are. And I'm having Disney buying Star Wars vibes over this whole
Do
thing.
you think Disney ruined Star Wars?
Absolutely.
Really?
Train wreck. Marvel too. Train wreck.
really?
Yes, awful.
Okay,
Awful,
well, for
awful,
people
awful.
like me who aren't huge fans of it, it was a good thing for me.
Yeah,
like
it
that
didn't-
introduced it to some of those people who aren't the diehard fans.
But it'll be a reset, right? Because Daniel Craig, we know definitively
Yeah,
he
he's
actually
done.
died.
He's done.
He's
Right.
done. So there'll be a new Bond.
Right, there'll be a new Bond character, probably a new timeline as well. It'll take place at some point in his.
Should we go back to the old school, like Sean Connery days of it? Like, you
Yeah.
think like an older gent
Yes,
instead of a
yes.
younger gent?
They're gonna go younger though.
Yeah.
They're gonna go younger, fitter. It's gonna be like action,
Like
very,
origin
very-
story you think about
Actually,
almost of James Bond?
I was reading this morning where one of the candidates is Henry Cavill, who was the last
Superman.
DC Superman. Yeah, he is a high contender to be the next James Bond.
Is he British?
Yes, he is.
See, it always gets me.
Yeah.
See, but it always gets me because I feel like British folks can do better at regular America accents than Americans can do
I agree.
of
I agree.
British accents.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Like, you know, Hugh Jackman, he's like Australian
He's
or something
Australian.
like that.
Yeah.
That's not, Britain at all, but
Yeah.
he's good at doing American.
Right.
Well, the last three big superheroes, Ben Affleck was Batman, but Christian Bale, Henry Cavill, and Tom Holland was Spider-Man, all Brits. And they did a great American accent
Yeah.
where I wasn't familiar with the actors when they came on the role. They did the role. I go, oh, wow, that's nice. Good performance on that. And then I realized later, they were doing an American accent.
Now, I'm a fan of the show White Lotus. Have you guys heard of that one?
I have heard of it.
HBO Max show. And they've got the guy who played Lucius Malfoy in Harry Potter doing a Southern accent, and it is horrible.
Yeah.
It's and he's supposed to be from Durham, North Carolina, too.
Yeah.
And so, like, when you know the accent already, you're like, dude, no. Yeah.
Southern accents are usually butchered in Hollywood.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. But now Parker Posey does a North Carolina mama spot on.
Okay.
It's like my favorite ever.
You know where you hear some great Southern accents?
Tell me.
The Home Ad Show, Monday
That's
through
right.
Friday, 9
That's right.
to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, you celebrate birthdays and anniversaries. Don't forget Merle Fest tickets. You can win them today. You can, because if you got your birthday or anniversary on the prize wheel, or somebody you know's birthday or anniversary on the prize wheel, it spins at 10:45. Today's the chance. But there's always a chance next week to win as well. 9 to 11, the Home Ed Show. 11 o'clock today, the scoreboard. You got William Byron at 11:45.
That's right.
Todd Starnes, noon to 3 p.m. You can take it, baby. I can't do it.
Have a great weekend, everybody. See you Monday.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9 100.7 WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North Charlotte.